A major investigative piece just dropped yesterday, and it could potentially link Jeffrey Epstein to the unalivings of multiple top-level scientists and to the suppression of life-changing energy technology. So welcome to YesterStrange, the daily series where I show you the strangest news stories from yesterday. So yesterday, April 22nd, Clinton Desvaux, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that, published an article titled Missing Scientist, Fusion, and Gravity, Investigating the Jeffrey Epstein Connection. The link will be in the description if you want to read the full article. I highly recommend it. It's very interesting. So this article bases its findings on an email between Jeffrey Epstein and a man named Al Seckel. Al Seckel is pictured here with his wife, Isabel Maxwell, twin sister to Ghislaine Maxwell, the girlfriend and business partner of Jeffrey Epstein. Yes, you heard that correctly. Epstein and Seckel were not just merely associates that just knew each other from the world of business and academia. They goes a little bit deeper than that. They were both romantically involved with different daughters of Robert Maxwell, the purported Mossad spy. And they both met untimely, suspicious unalivings. So in 2009, Epstein organized a science conference called Mindshift on behalf of Seckel, which ended up being held on Little St. James Island, also known as Epstein Island. And it was shortly after organizing this event that the emails that we're looking at today were sent. So let's get right into the email. We're looking right here where Epstein says, regarding cold fusion, I unalived pawns years ago. Now, Epstein didn't literally mean unalive, as Stanley Pons is still alive to this very day. He meant unalive as in ending Pons' research into cold fusion. It was really just a brag that he had the power to shut down research and development into anything he wanted to. But it does go a little bit deeper than just a simple brag. So in 1989, Stanley Pons and Martin Fleischmann discovered a potential roadmap to nuclear fusion at room temperature, which was previously thought impossible. The discovery would have fundamentally transformed how energy is produced and potentially devastated the global fossil fuel industry and created a massive geopolitical security headache. Pretty much, it could have put the gas companies out of business. So of course, it had to be suppressed. This seems to be a tale as old as time, or as old as the intelligence agencies. Someone invents something that could potentially change our lives for the better, but it upsets the status quo. You've heard about it. Someone, say, invents a water engine, for example, that would greatly eliminate the need for gas and fossil fuels. And then again, like clockwork, tragedy strikes, and we're all wondering what could have been. So that actually brings us to the second part of the video, and how Epstein may be connected to all the different scientists that have either been unalived or gone missing very recently. On February 2026, scientist and retired United States Air Force Major General and former commander of the U.S. Air Force Research Laboratory, Dr. William Neal McCaslin, went missing. He left behind his mobile phone and smartwatch after going for a walk in a forest. He was known as a plasma infusion expert and aerospace engineering expert as well. On to the next one. We have Dr. Monica Reza. On June 22nd, 2025, while hiking the popular Mount Waterman Trail in California's Angeles Forest with two experienced companions, she lagged behind about 30 feet behind around 9:10 a.m. She smiled, she waved, and then she was gone. No trace has been found since. Then we have Dr. Nuno Loureiro. He was a famous MIT fusion whiz, and he was unalived at his home in December 2025. Next up is Dr. Carl Grillmeyer. He was a Caltech astrophysicist, and he was unalived in February 2026 with some very, very strange circumstances. The story is extremely fishy, along with the previous story of Dr. Nuno Loureiro. And next, we have Dr. Amy Eskridge. She was a founder of the Institute for Exotic Science, and she was unalived by a pew-pew after talking about live streaming experiments potentially. And it was ruled as a self-unaliving in 2022 after NASA pushed back on that theory. And then next, we have Dr. Ning Li, the pioneer of AC gravity, reemerged with severe brain damage after a hit and run. The car was never found. No one has ever been brought to justice. And unfortunately, she passed away in 2014. This brings us to the next and final case, which happened in December 13th, 2025 at Brown University, where 11 students at the School of Engineering and Physics department who specialized in propulsion were attacked with a pew-pew. Unfortunately, 2 of them did not make it, and all the others were also injured. So many high-achieving scientists in such a short amount of time. But remember, there's no such thing as coincidences. So we already know that Epstein was trying to suppress the discoveries of Pahn and Fleischman in what seemed like just a political way. Making phone calls, calling some buddies, pulling some strings. It's what Epstein was actually good at. Not investing, nothing in finance, but in connections. After going over the list of all the different scientists that are no longer with us, I really start to wonder, did the power structure that Epstein was just a part of realize that suppression through politics could only hold truth-seeking scientists back for so long? Did they realize that to silence some of these people, it would take more than just politics and some strong words? Did they decide a more permanent solution was in order? It surely seems that way. So looking deeper into this email and Jeffrey Epstein as a whole, you will understand that what we were taught was scientific, to question everything, to chase the truth no matter the cost. What we were taught as kids was science. But the science you see today on the world stage is not science as we were taught it. It is scientism, the ultimate faith in the system of science, or rather, the people that peer review, fund, and ultimately decide your truth for you. It is no longer about hypothesizing and then testing those hypotheses. It's about funding, politics, and ultimately money. The Epstein emails revealed an even deeper system of control than what was previously imagined. He wasn't just manipulating markets with the help of prime ministers and politicians. He, along with Ghislaine Maxwell's family, and many others, have infiltrated science, education, and almost every public sector along with it. Think about that. If you enjoyed today's YesterStrange report and other general conspiracy content, go ahead, give me a follow. You'll like it, I'll like it, and we'll both be happy. Gather ye rosebuds while ye may, and have a blessed rest of your day. Peace.